Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a while and things have gotten a little out of control at work, but I promise you I'm back and I'm ready to give you all the content that you need and deserve. For this video, I kind of wanted to show you guys the process and how and what it was like when I said yes to my dress. It's been a kind of a thing. Like it's been quite a journey to say the least, in trying to get that done. So I'm just going to be popping in, giving you some clips of things that I've done to kind of get ready for this trip. Because I didn't do it here where I live at. I actually flew to Arizona by myself with my toddler, and that was a thing in its own, to go dress shopping. I kind of wanted to go dress shopping with my mom and my grandma and my aunt, and I had my cousin there. So it was really, really, really beautiful moment. I had my mother-in-law on the phone and my other bridesmaids and maid of honor on the phone too when I was trying on dresses. So it was a really special moment. And the bridal shops out there, y'all. Mm, Mm, okay. They definitely were on top of it. Like I really, 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 really liked it. And I'm kind of glad, not even kind of, I'm very glad with the dress that I chose for my dress for my wedding day. So of course, obviously I'm not going to show you guys the dress. Obviously, you guys have to wait until after the wedding to see it. But that's okay. I'm still going to kind of show you guys the dress shops and the vibes that we kind of like seen when we were there. So, let me just get into it and show you kind of what we did. Okay, first things first, I went to get my nails done. I definitely wanted to see what it would look like if I had the quote unquote wedding nails when I try on my dress. So I wanted to get something as close to that as I could. I love flying out of Savannah's airport because it's so close to my house and I don't have to travel like 45 minutes to an hour to the airport. There's Erwin. So here's me and Israel kind of just trucking along. Mind you, this is our first time taking a trip by ourselves without dad. So we're just kind of winging it here. I definitely wanted to make sure I bought my stroller just because we had a connecting flight. Typically, when you fly out of Savannah, you have a connecting flight. And I didn't know how long, or I did know how long, but I didn't know how big that I would have to walk with Israel. And I am not carrying that baby boy all across the airport. So that's why I brought my stroller. This here is us just getting situated. We flew with United, and so how their like mommy and me seats go, we sat in the very, very, very back, like the very back of the plane, which was worked out great. I had a lot of like, I was very skeptical with flying with Ezreal just because it was my first time flying with him, and sometimes he does like to turn up a little bit, but he did so good. Like he did so good. He surprised me a little bit. I definitely felt like I had to make sure I had an ample amount of his favorite toys with me. But these are actually new toys that I bought, and he had no idea that I brought these. So he just kind of taking them out the bag, just kind of seeing what they were like. This is during our layover. Our layover was 4 hours. Oh my God. 4 hours with a toddler. 4 hours by myself is annoying, but 4 hours with a toddler who like was already up at the butt crack of dawn was insane. But he was a trooper and he made it work. See him kind of getting a little bit restless. So I was like, let's go try to find us a play area. I looked it up on their directory online and they said in this Houston airport that they had a little play area. So we were on a mission to go find it. Of the whole trip, this train ride between terminals was by far his favorite part of the entire trip. So I found this little play area. It wasn't much. Like I definitely had a little bit higher expectations, but I guess that's my bad for thinking that there would have a lot more stuff to do for toddlers or kids in general in an airport. But there wasn't, and but he enjoyed it. So he found this little friend that he's learning to share. So he did a great job sharing. Look at that! Oh my god, that was the cutest thing I've ever seen. But yeah. So he just kind of sliding around, burning some energy. Before we got on our flight, because this next flight was our long stretch flight, so I wanted to make sure he was as tired as he possibly could, so he could sleep throughout the entire thing, and he did. Actually, he did. The cool thing about this airport, they had a live performance It's called Harmony in the Air. It's an orchestra, and they were playing some jams. Okay, I was super excited about this because I love a good live performance. Okay, so now we're on day one of our dress shopping journey. And stop number one is a place called Bella Lily Bridal. I hate to give away the ending, but spoiler alert, this is where I said yes to my dress. And I hate that it was the first stop because I still had so many other appointments to go. And to choose a dress on the very first stop was just like, I don't know. All the other dresses couldn't compare to it. Anyway, this bridal shop is located in Glendale, Arizona. It's in like this plaza. It's upstairs, and it kind of gave like this like members only exclusivity feel, which I loved. Like, it definitely gave VIP. And when I say VIP, I literally meant that. Like, look, they had my name on the door. I was automatically like, oh my god, this is. I was really excited. And the lady that I had, Krista, she said she actually rewrites those every day to kind of make the brides feel a little bit more special. They had some yummy snacks. And then we had this completely private bridal area that was like everything. Like, I know I'm gonna have to be in front of everybody with my dress, but to be in the try on process and for it to be this like intimate setting was everything I wanted and more. So yeah, I definitely loved this shop. Like, if I can give this shop 10 stars, I definitely would. All right, the next shop that we went to was a place called Brilliant Bridal. I'm gonna be 100% frank. I did not get much of any content from that place. It had the lady that I had there was super super sweet. She was so nice. Um, but I just didn't get enough content from it. It kind of gave me more of like a David's Bridal type of feel. Not even David's Bridal, honestly. It was more of like an outlet, like a bridal gown outlet. So whatever dress I tried on was kind of the dress that I would take home. And I wasn't 100% comfortable with that just because I seen like there were like some damages on some of the dresses. And I know they probably would have fixed it. But, I guess ultimately when I went dress shopping, I wanted to get a dress that I didn't have to like fix. Even like my consultant, she was like, yeah, that's something you can fix in alterations. That's something you can fix in alterations. And I'm like, yeah, I get that. I get that I still have to have my dress altered, but I just didn't want to completely completely remake the dress from the original design. That's not what I wanted. So, I didn't say yes to the dress at that shop, just for that simple matter. But like I said, the lady that I had there, I can't remember her name. I think her name was like Christina, and she was super super sweet, like super nice. She definitely was so helpful. I know, like, I had an idea in mind, especially since I had already said yes to the dress the prior shop, that I was just like kept comparing the two. So did not get a chance to say yes to that dress. The final dress boutique that I saw that day was a place called Luv Bridal. Um, and again, the lady that I had there was, first of all, she was a saleswoman, okay? She literally could sell ice to people in Antarctica. Okay. Like, she was a saleswoman, but it wasn't like a sleazy, like icky feeling, like pressure you into buying things saleswoman. It was just like she knew her stuff. She was on top of like the types of fabrics and the gowns. Like, she knew exactly the vision I had. Like, she even got me to try other dresses outside of my comfort zone. So she was definitely on top of her stuff. I even left her like a 5-star Google review because mm, she knew what she was talking about. My only drawback with Love Bridal was, as beautiful of a shop it was, I did not like the whole runway type setting. Um, like I said, I am such a private person. I put things on Front Street that I want on Front Street, but for the most part, I am a private person. So even like the intimate moment of having like the try on dress thing, I wanted it to be a little bit more private, a little bit more intimate. And as you can see, like from the video, that it wasn't like that. It was a beautiful contemporary shop. It had a lot of beautiful gowns, like, first of all, way out of my budget. But she also did a really good job of like not putting me in dresses that were over my budget. That was my one of my strongest things is like I don't even want to put on a dress that's like well over my budget and then I fall in love with it and then I am not going to be able to or not want to afford it. So she was really, really good with that, but she was great. Like that was another shop that was real personable, like really nice, really boutique-esque. Um, I did find a number two contender with the very first dress. Well, the very shop that I said yes to, the first dress, whatever. I found another contender, a second contender to the other dress that I wanted. And I was kind of comparing the two for a while. So I was like, okay, I'm not going to say yes right here just because I do have my eyes on something else and I kind of want to finish out my appointments for the weekend. But I will come back and yeah, I'll kind of like just reconvene or whatever. But I think what was another selling point was I showed her the dress, and instead of like a regular salesperson being like, oh, that dress is cute, but the dress that's at our shop is cuter, she was like, girl, if I would have known that's the dress that you were gonna go with, or that was like competing with the dresses that we have here, I definitely would have canceled our appointment because that dress is your dress. So she even knew that my heart was set on a different dress. So it was one of those things. But she was super supportive of it. Like even after I left and came back here, home, she was still like, "Hey, I just want to know how your dress journey went. Like, did you say yes to that dress? Like, what was that like?" And I told her I did say yes, and she was like, "You're gonna look so good." So she was super, super positive about throughout the entire experience. So I think she is what made that experience like top tier, even though the boutique was really great and really beautiful, but she made that experience like great, and I can't say enough about her because she was super super nice, super sweet. Fast forward to day two of the wedding dress shopping journey. Um, on this day, I only went to two wedding dress shops. The first one was on this ranch, so like this shop was more of like a Western esque type vibe. Um, the lady there was nice as well. She was a little older, so some of the dresses were, in my opinion, a little dated. Don't come for me. But they were a little dated than what I liked. There was one I did like there. I really, really did like it. But again, when your heart is already set on another dress, and in none of the dresses that I've tried on since the other dress, the first shop, um, did not wow me. It did not like move me the way that dress did. So that's kind of why I chose the other dress. But anyway, at this shop, it's a ranch that she like a ranch bridal boutique that she ran outside of her house, which was kind of cool. Like it was a great thing to see. She had like her own like alteration area set up. I think she was a seamstress in another life. She said she was a police officer, but the jury's still out. Because she definitely knew what she was talking about as far as like fabrics go and as far as like sizing goes. So she was great. I didn't say yes to the dress at her shop either. Just because like I said, my heart was already set on another dress and I kind of wanted to like see how the rest of the visits would go. So that was the end of that one. And the second shop that I went to go see on day two was David's Bridal. So I just definitely wanted to kind of like see what they had to offer. I didn't want to completely rule them out. Despite I know a lot of people don't like David's Bridal. I don't have an issue with David's Bridal. But I kind of just definitely wanted to see what they had. So and there were some good contenders there too. Um, I just again, none of the dresses there just moved me the way I wanted it to. So I did not end up saying yes to the dress there. But that's okay. That's okay. We concluded all of the bridal appointments. I decided that I wanted to say yes to the first bridal shop that I went to at Bella Lily. But by this time it was Sunday and they had closed at 3 o'clock. So it was already Sunday evening by the time I got done with my David's bridal appointment. And so I was like, okay, great. I'll just call them on Monday because I think I leave on Tuesday. In my mind, I left on Tuesday. I'll get back to that later. Um, so yeah, I was like, I'm gonna leave on Tuesday and it'll be great. So come to find out they're closed on Tuesdays. How fun for me. So I was like, great. So I didn't even get a chance to get my real like I said yes to the dress moment, which kind of was like a robbery of me. But I was like, you know what? Forget it. I got the dress I wanted. So like, whatever. It's not that big of a deal. Um, so I ended up like talking to her, and I was like, okay, I'll just see you guys on, next time or whatever. But she asked if I can go see a seamstress to get my measurements done, to make sure that, we have the exact measurements that we're sending off to the actual distributor of the dress, the maker of the dress. So I said, cool. So this was Sunday night, excuse me, Sunday evening, like around like 7 o'clock. I said I was gonna meet with this seamstress on Monday. So I'm getting Ezreal ready for bed. By this time, it's like 9 o'clock in Arizona time. And I get a text on my phone saying, hey, it's time to check in for your flight. And I'm like, what do you mean? I don't leave until tomorrow at midnight. And no, they're like, yeah, you leave tonight at midnight. And I'm like, tomorrow. And they said tonight. I'm like, okay, wait. So I'm scrambling, like looking through flights and everything, looking at my flight personally to see exactly when do I leave. Turns out it was like Sunday night, Monday morning time, because it was midnight that I left. I thought I left Monday night into Tuesday morning, but nevertheless. So I had literally 2 hours to get to the airport. First of all, to pack my things, pack up Ezreal and all of his things, and get to the airport and get through security and all that before I missed my flight, because they had no more flights going out of Arizona back to Savannah. So let me tell you, that bag got packed so fast. I didn't leave anything. I think I left a few of Ezreal's toys, but he has so many cars, like he don't care. He don't care for real. That bag got packed so fast, and I got through security so quickly. Thank God. But yeah, I almost missed my flight back home. So all that to say, I did not get a chance to meet with the seamstress to get my measurements done, which was annoying. But it's okay, because I found another seamstress here that's gonna do that did my measurements, and the dress is ordered, and it's gonna be great. I'm so excited about it. I honestly can't wait for it to come in. I'm trying to figure out where I'm gonna hide it in my house so E doesn't see it, but I guess we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But yeah, that is the gist of what happened with my triangle the dress and bridal journey. Um, my next video is going to be about me proposing to my bridesmaids, which is going to be such a vibe. I'm so excited. They're excited. And I can't wait to kind of show you how I put that together too. So, yeah, thank you for watching my channel. I will see y'all next time. And I'm just excited to get to the wedding so y'all can see the actual dress, because baby, your girl look bomb. Awesome. But thank you for watching my channel, and I will see y'all next time. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.